Liberals in panic mode. As RMPS launch investigation into Prime Minister Mark Carney. 4. The upcoming G7 summit in Canmore, Alberta, hosted by Canada, has been thrust into turmoil as a high-profile murder investigation intersects with delicate international relations. The situation centres around allegations of Indian government involvement in the assassination of Hardeep Singh Nijjar on Canadian soil in 2023, and the subsequent invitation extended to Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to attend the summit. The RCMP's ongoing investigation and recent statements from Commissioner Mike Duheme have ignited a firestorm of controversy, raising serious questions about Canada's diplomatic strategy and its commitment to justice. In 2023, former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau made the explosive announcement that there were credible allegations linking the Indian government to the assassination of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a prominent Sikh leader in Surrey, British Columbia. Nijjar was a vocal advocate for Khalistan, a separatist movement seeking a separate Sikh state in India. The allegations sent shockwaves through the international community and triggered a significant diplomatic crisis between Canada and India. The RCMP launched a comprehensive investigation into the matter, and the situation escalated further when the Mounties accused the Indian government of running a criminal enterprise within Canada, involving homicides, extortion, and other violent activities. 4 Indian nationals were charged in connection with Nijjar's murder. Diplomatic expulsions followed swiftly, and relations between the two nations plummeted to a historic low. Amidst this backdrop of accusations and investigations, Mark Carney, the Prime Minister, extended an invitation to Prime Minister Narendra Modi to attend the G7 summit in Canada. This decision has sparked outrage and disbelief, particularly within the Sikh community. Critics argue that inviting the leader of a government allegedly involved in the assassination of a Canadian citizen sends a dangerous message and undermines Canada's commitment to justice and sovereignty. Baljit Singh, representing the World Sikh Organization, voiced the sentiments of many, questioning the logic of inviting a leader whose government is implicated in such serious crimes. The invitation has been widely perceived as a diplomatic misstep, prioritizing international relations over the pursuit of justice and the concerns of the Canadian Sikh community. Adding another layer of complexity to the situation, RCMP Commissioner Mike Duheme recently stated that cooperation with India regarding the Nijjar killing investigation is now good, and that the focus is on rebuilding relationships. These remarks have been met with skepticism and concern, given the gravity of the allegations and the ongoing investigation. Critics question the feasibility and appropriateness of attempting to rebuild relationships with a government accused of orchestrating assassinations on Canadian soil. The timing of these remarks, just ahead of the G7 summit, has fueled speculation that Canada is prioritizing diplomatic expediency over accountability. The G7 summit, scheduled to take place in Canmore, Alberta, presents significant security challenges. The RCMP is tasked with securing the summit venue, managing potential protests, and ensuring the safety of all attendees, including Prime Minister Modi. Trevor Daru, the commanding officer of Alberta RCMP, is overseeing a massive security operation involving mobile command centres, drones, military personnel on ATVs, and air restrictions over Calgary and Canmore. The scale of the security measures reflects the heightened threat environment and the potential for disruptions. Commissioner Duheme's admission that there has been a significant reduction in public safety threats since the expulsion of Indian diplomats further underscores the seriousness of the situation. This statement suggests that foreign agents were actively involved in activities that posed a direct threat to the safety and security of Canadians. The Khalistan independence movement has emerged as a key factor in the Canada-India relationship. Modi's government has been actively combating the Khalistan movement for decades, and it appears that this conflict has now spilled over into Canadian territory. The allegations of Indian government involvement in Nijar's assassination are seen by some as an attempt to suppress the Khalistan movement within Canada. This has raised concerns about foreign interference in Canadian affairs and the targeting of political dissidents. Mark Carney finds himself in a precarious position, attempting to balance the demands of international diplomacy with the need to uphold justice and protect Canadian sovereignty. His decision to invite Prime Minister Modi to the G7 summit has placed him under intense scrutiny, with critics questioning his judgment and priorities. Carney must navigate a complex web of competing interests, seeking to maintain working relationships with India, while also ensuring that the investigation into Nijar's murder is conducted thoroughly and impartially. The outcome of this investigation and Carney's handling of the situation will have significant implications for Canada's standing on the world stage. The Sikh community has called for an immediate halt to intelligence sharing with India, arguing that sensitive information could be used to target individuals and groups within Canada. The prospect of sharing intelligence with a government accused of orchestrating assassinations raises serious ethical and security concerns. Critics argue that Canada should not provide any information that could potentially be used to harm Canadian citizens or residents. The intelligence sharing relationship between Canada and India is now under review, with calls for greater transparency and accountability. The situation is rife with irony and cognitive dissonance. The RCMP is tasked with ensuring the security of Prime Minister Modi during the G7 summit, even as they investigate his government for alleged involvement in murder. This creates a surreal and unsettling dynamic, highlighting the complexities and contradictions of international relations. The juxtaposition of diplomatic niceties and criminal investigations has left many Canadians feeling bewildered and frustrated. The pursuit of justice and the maintenance of diplomatic ties appear to be operating on separate tracks, creating a sense of disconnect and unease. The current crisis has the potential to trigger a fundamental shift in Canadian foreign policy. For decades, Canada has been known for its polite and conciliatory approach to international relations. However, the allegations of Indian government involvement in Nijar's assassination have forced Canada to take a more assertive stance. Canada is now grappling with the challenge of balancing its commitment to diplomacy with the need to defend its sovereignty and protect its citizens from foreign interference. The outcome of this crisis will likely shape Canada's foreign policy for years to come. As the G7 summit approaches, the controversy surrounding the invitation to Prime Minister Modi continues to escalate. The RCMP's ongoing investigation, coupled with the conflicting messages from government officials, has created a climate of uncertainty and distrust. Whether Mark Carney can successfully navigate this diplomatic minefield remains to be seen. The decisions made in the coming weeks will have far-reaching consequences for Canada's relationship with India, its standing in the international community, and its commitment to justice and the rule of law. The world is watching as this diplomatic disaster unfolds in real time.